Talofa everybody, and welcome to day 3 of the making of Samoa Pocket Guide. SamoaPocketGuide.com is the largest travel guide to Samoa, and it takes a lot of research to create it. So today we are heading to the big island. It's Sava'i. To head to Sava'i, you have to take the ferry. That's currently the only way to get to the island, but it's a really fun scenic journey to get there. It takes about 90 minutes, and as soon as you disembark, you arrive in almost a whole new world. It's still Samoa, don't get me wrong, but it's wilder and there's a lot of things to see. So without further ado, we change to our clothes because our first stop is going to be a stunning waterfall. So this waterfall is called the Au'afu waterfall, and honestly it looks magical. So Laura and I strap on our flashy clothes and head there. Now we've been there many times, so today is all about refreshing the visuals and the photos that we are having. So it's mostly a photo shoot, but you know, after all the work, we obviously did a bit of a dip. Cameras are off, the water is fresh, delicious, but we don't have really much time to delve into the waters for too long, as we are already heading to the next destinations, which are the Alofanga blowholes. The Alofanga blowholes are actually quite famous in our part of the world because this is the setting from the finale of Australian Survivor every season, which is quite awesome. It's also a beautiful spectacle of nature that we captured with photos, videos, and even with the drones. But we don't have much time to dwell around, as we are hitting the road yet again, interviewing our driver, asking what's new in Sava'i before heading to a cocoa plantation. Cocoa is a big business right here in Samoa. In fact, a brand called Whitaker's, which is really famous in New Zealand, use a lot of Samoan cocoa for their chocolate. Laura is having a little bit of fun before we see a few beans, and obviously we have to taste the final product. So yum, yum, yum. A bit of a lunch before we hit the road again, but the rain is here again. It's a tropical country after all, but the good thing is that it's still really warm and really nice. Now we have a few site visits, which means that we are visiting a few accommodations, making sure that, you know, everything is still spanking fresh, looking good, so we can recommend them or not recommend them on Samoa Pocket Guide. Most of the accommodations we saw today, we actually still recommend them. This one, for example, is Lela Goto. It's quite a premium accommodation that looks really, really flashy just right on the beach. Speaking of the beach, I actually took a stroll on the beach while everybody else took the car because, well, you know, I wanted to go to the next resort in style. Laura found a friend to play with and took a few more notes after visiting the next accommodation before we finally check to where we're going to be tonight, which is the Amoa Resort. Amoa Resort is a really cool family-friendly resort that if you're traveling with, you know, the little ones, that's the place we're going to recommend you to stay. There was a bit of a show with our dinner, but I have to be honest, we were absolutely exhausted, and we have a really busy day tomorrow, so see you then.